Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 2v2 Showdown!
Look at those miners, man is there as well. Legend out-tanking man here. There's the rockets, the flag is all the way inside that one factory out of the way, but on the back of that, Legend getting his just good tech. Rocco trying to push it, but pulls back up. I am at the edge of my world right now. I've been waiting 20 minutes for a game. We've had tons of fuck-ups tonight. And I just worked a 14-hour shift. So I am fucking at the edge of my seat. But, gonna move on anyway. Tour of Egypt is gonna be Team Zeta against Team... The fuck is our name? It's right above me. Team SWAPS. Yes, there we go. Yeah, so Steve and Luke are gonna be on team here. This is gonna be left is right. A nice little left is right. No top bottom shenanigans here today. It's not laggy. If I was lagging, it's probably beta. It's some of the lowest ping at the moment. Anyways, we're gonna move on. Gonna move on to toe. Yeah, again, it's gonna commentate. Keep my cool and commentate. So Zedd on the bottom left here got beta top right. Let's get a couple cotties there on the top left. Is it really lagging? Seems fine to me. Seems okay to me. Nice. Ooh, look at that. The Rhino and the Connie taking out Grizzly there. So Luke is the one going, or Lucas Sandstorm is the one going allied here. He's going front. Obviously, you'll need a AFC to make France really worth it on this map. C4 getting minor drone, repairing it nicely. Beta broke. Does have a couple rounds to defend. Is Steve gonna come and help his teammate here? He is. That's gonna give Beta an opportunity to push forward. And he does push and gonna target those miners. Zedd's tanks do go down. Nice pull with that miner there. 1 health to save it. Nice pull. And he targets that one Rhino as well. It's nice from Steve. Zedd getting miner drones, just barely saving it. This is nice, this is nice, this is some good stuff as the lag comes through. What is this lag? And lag comes in, save the day. Today is just not my day, man. Today is just not my day. So many things going wrong fucking everywhere. What's wrong? Everything's going on right now. We just waited like 20 minutes for this game, and there are a couple things going wrong, and that was lagging. And I was saying, well, it's right. We're gonna push forward with this. We're probably gonna troubleshoot later on, just try to change a couple things afterwards. It looks like Luke, both Steve has sold his MCV, and Zedd as well. Zedd's gonna try and come into the Connies once again. And no cannons from Luke, not even an AFC. Probably because of the eco situation, you only have 3 miners. Not the best to go cannon when you have 3 miners. But the cannon will be pretty effective here. He just needs to get an AFC up and another power plant, which is going to be quite expensive. Boo. Steve coming through towards the middle there, getting sandwiched just a little bit there. Zedd pulling back. I mean, Luke does switch forward, but Steve over committed there right at the start. We've got Delta Troopers coming in. Nice GI paradrop there. Not paradrop, but nice GI deploy there from Luke. Steve kind of in trouble here. He just needs to be aware of his tank control and target. Because Beta does have a handful of fodder there. Luke is trying to use the GIs to defend, I think, while he splits and help. He could split right now and help Steve out. Beta snipes one miner. Second miner getting sniped as well. See if complaining that the lag is shit again. Again, we'll change after this. So we can change things. Zedd just running into a bunch of tanks there. So Steve down the war factory. Beta, he's gonna try and retreat here. Luke is the only one remaining. Can he take in a 2v1 here? Pedro's going up that cliff. Drone says Beta. So Luke the only one remaining. There's a couple of units left right in the back there from Beta. Zedd does not make any drones because it's broke. Beta continues to make drones here, but it's gonna go broke pretty soon. Luke now going for those miners. Very nice. 2 miners sniped. The last miner is gonna get sniped. Steve does get taken out. Beta's gonna try and retreat here, but I think the war factory is the target for Luke. But the drones do finish up, and it doesn't work. Yep, there you go. Luke goes down. And with that kind of eco situation, I don't think Luke can make this out alive. The drones should be the end of it. Drones should be the end of it. Trying to stay positive here. Screwed out, Luke. Luke is a fucking champion for staying. There you go. That's 1-0 to Zeta. Hey man! Colors are green and blue. Alright, green and blue, green and blue, green and blue. Alright. So first game didn't turn out that well for team SWAPS. Steve and Luke maybe just having a bit of an issue there. More interestingly, Luke choosing to go France, but we never saw that AFC coming out. Possibly because of that early game pressure by Zedd. Also going allied on Toe. In the 2v2, not the worst pick in the world. We have seen that happen before, especially a France pick. But when you go France and there's no cannons, that means that yeah, successfully been counted. So let's see what the spawns are here. Got Zedd on the top left, Beta is teaming on the top right, Luke down bottom left, Luke Sandstorm / Sandstorm, and Steve down bottom right. So Steve up against Zedd, or Steve up against Beta, sorry, and then got Zedd up against Luke. I think Zedd has played against Steve and Luke before. Zedd did play against Steve and Luke in the FC TV2 tournament, and was with Roots. I would think that Beta is a better teammate than Root, or a better player in general, but that's debatable. So he should have better time here. I also think that maybe, just maybe, Beta has a lot more experience in TV2s than Root might be. What is this lag, man? It's so annoying. Anyways, we're gonna drone in onto Beta's miner. Steve got another one as well. So cheer the what? Cheer the fuck up. I try to cheer the fuck up, man. Thank you, Steve. Thank you, Turbo. I try to stay positive. It's just a little bit hard to when there's sounds of shit happening here. I'm sure tomorrow will be much better once I get my internet sorted. Hopefully I can get it sorted on this Saturday. I don't know whether they're working. They might be working office hours. I don't know. So Luke finally getting that AFC out. That means we'll see some paradrops incoming. Luke is someone that's a pure ally player, one. Secondly, he rarely goes up to the lab. I think he only goes up to the lab by the late game or in AVA. But we'll see. But there's a cheeky little war factory from Beta on top left. Zeta and Steve still waiting to see what's happening. Luke, of course, a very aggressive ally player. Not really very hyper aggressive, but he likes to be aggressive. Again, I think he's gonna use those paradrops, especially around this cliff. This cliff, especially this area, it's a huge point for map control. If you can control this area, you can basically cut off your opponent from ever coming into bottom. But if not, they're gonna have to go through middle, which gives you a lot of time to respawn. Alright, here we go. Luke. Both players actually pushing in. Luke pushing onto Zedd. Looks like Beta is winning his fight against Steve. And Luke wins this fight against Zedd. So is Luke gonna push forward here, or is he gonna hang back and protect his teammate? It looks like he's gonna hang back and go back to his own base to help his teammate here. I wonder if there's some communication between Steve and Luke. Because Steve needs some help here. Beta sold his MCV 2 war factories with 4 miners. And Steve, hold on. Get Steve, hold on. Luke needs some comms right now. He needs some comms. Steve desperately needs help. Should just split a couple, go along the right side. And then they can push in together. It might be a little too late now. Only now does Luke either got comms, just see it, and now he's sending Rocketeers over. But down goes the last war factory from Steve, so he won't be able to produce anything any longer. There's that defensive pair drop as well. Rocketeers are coming back from bottom right. He's gonna try pushing out to the top left. Luke is there as well. This is what I mean by having map control down here. That means your opponent will only have to go towards the middle. And that's very, very easily seen. What is this lag? So Beta obviously having 2 war factories and a handful of miners means he can still rebuild. And Steve with no war factory cannot rebuild. Nice snipe there from Luke onto the rogue rhinos down towards the middle. It's like Steve, resulting to Tesla troopers push forward here. The miners will almost, of course, make short work of it. There's now a nice push by Luke here. The flag is preoccupied and he uses the Rocketeers to go behind and take out the war factory from Beta. In that cheeky little corner, power goes down as well, so the flag cannon will not be online. Fortunately for Zedd, the flag track is right there. So Steve probably has a couple seconds before he's completely lost it. Which means that Luke either needs to push in right now and end it, or he needs to try back and help his teammate. Beta currently should take this out and immediately go to his go to his Luke. Meanwhile, Luke actually winning that engagement. And this is what I mean by good game sense here. Realizing that your opponent is totally dead. I mean, there's a couple of units, but it can only do minimal damage and your miners can deal with them. No production buildings left. That's when you go for the other player. Ooh, is that Beta called CG? So Beta completely calling GG there. Steve just had a couple units and it looks like Steve had enough units to deal with him. So it's all down to Zedd. I'm slightly confused. I am slightly confused. I'm pretty sure that Beta had a lot more rhinos than that. But he quit out. I guess I sort of missed something there and... Ooh, looks like Team SWAPS does take it back. Well, they look like they were down after Steve lost a lot of his units. Ah, Rocketeers top right. Yes, yes. Thank you, Sender. That's what, that was what I was missing. Alright, 1-1. Alright, Jungle Vietnam is our third game for the series. commentate from chat? I'll time you up again from chat if you want to try and dare commentate. You're not gonna commentate anyway. You're gonna fucking talk about alcohol and shit. So spot on, Commander. Alright, so third game today. Steve is on top left. We got Zedd going ally top right. Luke bottom right as allied, and then Beta bottom left. So it's gonna be a corners game here. I'll be here. Huh? What the I won't commentate from chat, I'll behave from chat. I don't know what you mean by that. I don't know what you mean by that. Yeah, you're clearly talking in circles right now. This is vanilla RA2, my friend. Absolute vanilla RA2. I don't really do mods. Are you trying to bribe me with fucking subs? Man, you don't bribe me, please don't bribe me. I come from Singapore where there's little to no corruption. Thank you for the gifted subs though. But please don't bribe me. Alright, so corners game here on jungle. So Steve is going for a small little corny rush again. Oh, right. Please. Please. No gossip. No gossip. It's like Zedd here. So it's swapping to ally this game. Might be something a little bit different. Let's skip the alerts, please. Skip all the alerts, thank you. It's gonna keep precious as Beta. Yeah. So yeah, that's something to ally this game. We'll see whether that will make any sort of difference. This regular how we put in. Okay, that I agree on, but don't make it as a bribe. So draw coming in for Steve's minor. So they're absolutely putting on the pressure onto Luke right now. Luke kind of a bit of in a pickle here. Eco's not doing well. He need to micro just a little bit here. Good pillbox. Also on the back of him, Steve is coming in now. Beta needs help his teammate a little bit here. Yeah, but now he's telling him to pull back. Refinery does get taken out, so he'll have to rebuild, but he's broke, so he sells the war factory in the meantime. Beta on the other pushing up onto Steve now, who has sold his MCV. Engineer is right there. The refinery is getting picked. Will the refinery go down? The refinery does go down, so no more eco for Steve. And I don't think he has the funds to rebuild his MCV. So what he has is what he has. 2 war factories for Beta. And Luke still has his refinery and war factories. But look at this, Steve coming in back with full force. Elite coming out as well for Steve. That might be the game man right there, Steve. Takes another mine. Oh, the elite goes down. Good targeting from Beta. Is Beta going to be able to hold this? Got Connies coming in as well. The war factory is all that needs to be targeted with the Connies. Luke going on to Zedd as well, trying to keep him away. Refinery goes down. Beta does not have any eco. War factory gets sold, and that's gonna slow Beta down for quite a bit. Meanwhile, Zedd has made his way to Steve's base. Luke is there. Is he gonna defend? He has some rhinos. He needs to keep Luke alive here, so he can make some drones and help him a little bit. There you go. That's the second wave of units coming into top right. MCB the target here for Luke. Zedd pulling back the units from top left. Oh, actually no. Those are units. I think they were on the way there. Those are Luke's units, sorry. And the final buildings here from Beta. Gonna go down pretty shortly. There's a sentry gun left top right. So I'm not sure if they realize that. There's a final building from Beta to get him off totally. And what does Beta have in the back of this? I don't think he has anything. Can we find out who it is that's lagging? No, not gonna show. Flag coming up for Steve. That should be enough to keep Zedd's Rocketeers away. If he kites them well, we've got Luke coming in now for AA as well. AA to help as well. And look at this AVA fight on this right channel here. Steve sniping a couple miners. Looks like the Rocketeers from the top left did get dealt with. But GI's coming in as well. Instantly getting deployed. Rocketeers as well. He needs to pull back the IFV from top left to top right. Seems a little bit flustered here. Because of the paradox down on bottom right. Up, he did lose his ref on 0. Oozy Wazzy, what's up my day? What's up my guy? Hello. Sorry, I'm not paying attention to chat that much. I want to focus on the game mostly. Luke should be able to win this engagement. Yes, a good number of cornies. There's some IVs as well. Zedd doesn't have any IVs, but unless he gets them taken out, yep, there you go. Good save there from Luke. And a good attempt by Beta and Zedd. So it's going to be 2-1 now to Team SWAPS. Oh yeah, speaking of work, sleeping. Today, this morning and yesterday and tomorrow, I've been checking for this band or this orchestra called Symphony. It's basically an Australian band that does symphonic music with synths. So like they do all the pop music with all the synths with a live orchestra. And they played the Root Sandstorm, and me and my friend had the biggest fucking laugh when we heard the it was one of the funniest things ever. To hear a classical orchestra play the Root Sandstorm. It's one of the funniest thing I've ever seen. And I think I recorded it as well. And I recorded them playing it. I just sent it to Luke. I think I did post it in the Yuri's Different Discord. But I think tomorrow's the show. They're playing for Tour de France. I think this year's Tour de France is actually in Singapore, and it's the first ever Tour de France in an Asian country. And they better hope and pray to God that tomorrow doesn't rain, because that's gonna fuck up everything. Here in Singapore we have super tropical weather, so it can rain absolutely any day, anytime, anywhere. So they better pray that it doesn't fucking rain, because all the cyclists are gonna be pretty pissed off. So anyways, round divide freezer. We got Luke top left, so as allied. Top right is Zedd. Sorry, top right is Beta as Sovs. Bottom left is Zedd allied, and bottom right is Steve as Sovs. So they're gonna stick with the same factions as previous. I think Zedd did do a much better job as allied then, and so that's probably something he's a lot more familiar or comfortable with. Even though it is R2 and he can play both factions really well. So Zedd just trying to push out onto Steve here, a little bit hard with the plastics. Ideally you want to go top bottom here, right? So you want the allied to pressure onto the allied, Soviet pressure Soviet. I know some players prefer it the other way around. That way the Soviet can pressure onto the allied. Nice footballs there from Beta. That way you can get a Soviet supremacy. Nice targeting from Zedd there, but sentry gun should be enough. Sentry gun is definitely enough there to push him back. Beta selling his MCV. He's going for an all-in here. Beta going for an all-in. Steve, sorry, this is Luke. Luke doesn't tank him. He pulls in the Rocketeers here, Zedd, from bottom left after selling his MCV to top left. And Luke doesn't have any anti-air, so he's gonna lose his war factory. He's absolutely gonna lose his war factory here, unless they get some anti-air out. I think his teammate is so far away, and Zedd's pushing it out to his bottom right as well. What a display from Team Zeta here. Beta defending against Luke and pushing, going all the way out to top left, and then Zedd had the awareness to send his Rocketeers out to top left to help his teammate push forward, and there was no anti-air at all except for this flat cannon from Luke, from Steve, sorry. which eventually did push away the Rocketeers. Here comes Beta from top right going bottom right. Now I think the doubling onto bottom right should be happening pretty soon.
A guy walks into a lumberyard and asks for some 2x4s. The clock asks how long do you need them, the guy answers, a long time. We're gonna build a house.
We're gonna build a house. Can't be building a boat with 2x4s. You gotta bend it. How long do you need them? A long time. Good old Pieman Punts. That's a good name, Pieman Punts. Have you seen a square boat? You spelled Beckham wrongly, you idiot. This looks like a win for Team Zeta here. It's very, very nice showing. It's very nice from Zedd to defend and push up as well. Beta did really well too. Alright, 2-2. Nice. A bit closer than I thought it would be. You don't care. I care. It's fucking David Beckham, dude. Who's fucking David Beckham? Victoria Beckham. Matt, could you do me a favor and go to Instagram and search Caitlyn Han? Kaitlynhan. And then come back. I found her on my explore page. It's weird to see. Alright, Desert Island is next. Zedd is on top left. Got Beta bottom left, so his teammate is right there. Steve's top right, and then Luke bottom right. So, left is right on Desert Island. No front pick from the ally players. Because Zedd's gonna stick to ally. Is there enough space for a refiner? I think it is. Should be enough space. Oh, maybe not enough space. Yeah, I don't like these builds because your mine is gonna take quite a while to go back. Yeah, exactly. That's probably quite a while to go over the gold and onto the gems. I think a better build would be the one having the refinery in the box itself. But I think the reason, yeah, exactly. The reason why Zedd did that is because if he's gonna move towards middle or move towards the gems, that's where I followed her first. Shut up. That's where I think it'll be most. Yeah, it makes sense the most, right? Because you're gonna get there, it's fine. Just want to move your MTB either way. Like this as well. I prefer the refinery actually being here. You can write the stop order here if you post your barracks here. Power here, barracks just slightly up top of it, and scout up here. You can get a refinery here, maybe even closer to the edge. Matt, you want to know something? You wanna call dibs on a 17-year-old gold? Ooh, yikes! Someone call the police. Someone call the police. So look, already have an AFC out. Both right side players building. Some moving near MCV. There's an AFC. So we're gonna go towards middle. I meant to dibs. Go dibs. Because I don't know her. She is pretty hot though. Pretty? She's very, very fucking hot. She's hot and cute. That's a rare combination. Ooh, nice. Good move there from Zedd. I think Steve just kind of annoyed with the lag actually. I'm really not sure where the lag is coming from. All of us have pretty okay pings. The highest is me actually with 156 ping. But my internet speed is fast. It's just not very reliable at the moment. So I got 2 wars now for Steve and Luke. Looks like Beta has 2, but only 1 for Zedd. Speaking of Beta, is trying to engage. Towards the middle there, and the other side as well. They're pushing in with his MCV. It's gonna push Steve all the way back, I think. Yeah, those rockets there meant that Steve can't push to the MCV. The flak is there. It's a bit far away. Got reinforcements coming from Steve as well. Luke kind of backed off a little bit too far. So deploys MCV down towards the middle. Get my War Factory refinery. But it's still on 1 war. Hiya. Hello, Coco. Alright, so they're both still here. Luke and Beta kind of tiptoeing around each other, right? Steve, on the other hand, did get bested by Zedd just a little bit. He feels like he's a little bit triggered by the lag. Good power drops there from Luke. Steve coming in once again along the tops. Zedd maybe just a little bit distracted. He builds a prism tower which instantly goes down. He gets his power taken out and his Baron taken out as well, so no more Rocketeers for him. This is a very nice move by Steve. Really not sure why Zedd didn't see that coming. Zedd trying to push it out towards the right side of the base now. Steve, a couple Rhino. Is he pulling back? Oh, yep, he absolutely is. Down towards the bottom though. Zeta and Luke going at it again. Those is proving to be really useful in 2v2 as we move on towards the middle here. Steve and Luke combining down towards the middle, pushing down to the left side. We got Rocketeers as well coming in for Luke to provide some cover. And both armies just combining as well. Two brain cells combining and colliding into one nuclear atom. Rocketeers is what they're gonna deal with that prism tower. Luke with a good number of grizzlies remaining. LCB goes down for Zedd with an elite coming out, along with the war factory that's gonna go down as well. Zedd and Beta put up a really good fight here, but I think Team SWAPS might take this through 3-2. That's a very, very nice decision to decide to push together there. I think both of them are on voice, so they can definitely hear each other. So someone probably called to combine together and push. Very, very nice moves there. Now Beta in survival mode, but survival no more. 3-2, Team SWAPS takes the lead. GG. Nice game. I don't think Brian is ripped. No, Brian is definitely not ripped. He just has biceps to show off. That's it. Brian, would you consider yourself an R2 player, R2 YR player that's ripped? I would say no. Alright, moving on to country swing here. It's random spots, so let's see how they spawn in. We got Beta on the top right, we got Zedd down on top left, so it is gonna be a pretty boring top left bottom right game. Sort of a corners game or something like that. I'm just asking, man. I'm just asking, man. This is it's just a question. It's just a question. Fuck. Fuck. I think when Monday comes, this is gonna go to the doctor and tell him to fix my fucking throat. I've been coughing for like 2.5 weeks. This is annoying. Oh, speaking of doctors, I have a doctor right here. Give me a diagnosis. Why am I coughing so much? I mean, I know the answer why, but Snark, work is the thing that you do when you left us for like 3 months trying to protect some VIP, and instead just to go around bashing people in the head when they get too close to your VIP. HIV AIDS. Dude, I haven't had sex in a while, man. It's not AIDS. Might be gonorrhea. No, just probably gonna have a look. I had a sore throat once. I had a small sore throat, and then I streamed for like 5 hours, and then the sore throat got worse. And then I had that sore throat for like another 4 days, and after that it healed, and then now I'm back to my normal voice. It's just that I cough a lot, which is very annoying. So I'll have to get that checked out pretty soon, which means I have to pay money. It's just not something I don't like. I love bashing people on the head. True. The few jobs that I worked security is actually pretty fun actually. I was a bouncer at this club, and I was security for an artist that was coming to Singapore, and genital wards of the vocal cords. It was pretty fun. Like there was this K-pop guy that came to Singapore, and people like they were like legit stalkers and everything, so I had to be security for him. It's like I was escorting him out of the performance area and people were like trying to rush him. So I just had to push all the fucking fangirls away. And I'm like a fucking huge hero. I'm like 6'2" and like 150 kg. It's like I just easily pushed them back and they were like, what the fuck are you touching me? It's like, don't, you're rushing my client. Don't rush my client. I mean, you come close and that's what you get. I just like pull, but some of them tried to legit go in front of him and try to take a photo. I just grab them by the chin and just like pull them back. Or just put my hand underneath their chin and push them back. Anyways, back to the game here. We got Beta trying to push in. We got a nice empty move by Zedd, but Beta putting in the pressure here, but he's alone currently. Steve and Luke should be able to hold him out. But I think he doesn't want to push in all too hard here. In comes Zedd. Not ideal timing, but still okay timing. The ones had to control the middle yet. I look 5 feet in the stream? No, I'm 6'2". I think I'm 6'2.5", I think. I'm 188 centimeters. I am a unit. And I used to work out as well before COVID. And before I got busy with music stuff, so I used to work out quite a bit until I stopped. So, and nowadays I'm like moving tons of heavy stuff, right? So my muscles are still working. Ooh, nice push here from Beta. There's a couple sentry guns though from Steve. Rightfully so. One freshie does get sold. Steve might be in trouble here. Hold your horses, kids. Steve might be in trouble. In comes Luke with the Korean trying to help him. And I think the Eagles should help Steve here a lot. There you go. Nice. Matt, come to Singapore one day and I'll show you what a real man is. Alright, so I completely missed it, but Steve made a counter push here onto Beta after he lost that those rhinos. And with the elite coming up, Beta calls GG. It is currently match point to Team SWAPS, so it looks to be the final game here. Steve, Beta pushing in those eagles actually helped a lot here for Steve. That helped him to hold while Zedd was trying to push forward here. On the back of that, Zedd getting absolutely wrecked by rhinos on the back with an elite as well. A very good hold by Steve and some very nice teamwork there and very nice help from Mr. Sandstorm with the Korean Eagles as well to snipe those rhinos, which are already damaged, so they only took one shot to finish the game up. And another elite coming for Steve here. This looks to be GG, but a very well fought side here by Team Zeta. Definitely not putting them down here. They did fucking amazing. Again, Steve and Luke, man, a really good pairing. Really good pairing, GG.